Hello, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the Solano College Sports Network. We're here for opening day of the ladies soccer season. I'm Stosh Zamora, joining the broadcast booth with her very first time, Alicia Arabia. Alicia, how you doing today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing great. It's great to be out here. We got a good soccer matchup between our Lady Falcons and the Cosumnes River Hawks here inside the Falcons' nest. And what do you expect from today's game?
I expect it to be a relatively low-scoring game. They're pretty evenly matched in skill set, so I think it'll be really close all the way up until the last final of it.
Yeah, we have Danelle Hendershot in goal today for the Solano Lady Falcons. She had a great season last season, actually winning our Lady Soccer Award for our SCSN crew up here. And, let's go through the lineups today. We have Danelle Hendershot in goal for the Solano Lady Falcons, Jennifer Dessel, Desiree Lewis, Jordan Hish, Kelsey Hamster, Mia Horn, Michelle Camarde, Sydney Schoberg, Amanda Hadsell, Brittany Wheeler, and Kyla Williams at Lady Falcons. Go ahead, Alicia, tell us the Hawks lineup.
For the Hawks, it's going to be for goalkeeper Anna Brown. Then we have Vanessa Curtis, Corey Martin, Kate Burkehart, Allison Krebs, Brianna Asino, Erica Lim, Selena Barbosa, Kylie Forbes, and Kelsey Jensen.
Yeah, it's a little bit windy here at Solano Community College today, but a beautiful day. It's about 75, 76 degrees here. Perfect day to open this soccer season. So it's going to be an exciting matchup. Especially, it's great to be back in the broadcast booth. Your very first time. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I love sports. I love soccer, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes, and it'll be fun to just be able to sort of narrate and commentate on it.
Nice. And last year the Solano Lady Falcons had a little bit of a disappointing season, but it was a really building year, so hopefully Coach Cardinal really worked with them in the offseason, got a couple new recruits that could really enhance their team here and maybe bring back another Bay Valley Conference title for these Lady Falcons.
Well, don't we also have a new coach that's joining us in too this year for the Coach Sissy Delmore? Isn't she new for us?
Yeah, he actually was playing on the Brazilian national team a couple of years ago, so that's a little more experience to give to these girls. It's going to be a great job for him to tell them how it actually is to play on a professional level, especially playing for a country like Brazil. And we saw that this year in the 2014 World Cup, where Brazil, that whole country revolves around soccer down there, or football, I should say.
Yeah.
So we're just underway here for kickoff. It looks like Brianna Asino. She kicks it in to number 9, Jenna Mambola, and it's underway, and good steal by Sydney Schnoberg, and she gets fouled there, so it's going to be a free kick. And Jennifer Dessel to take the free kick here. And you see the forwards going into the box, so Solano playing up, looking for a goal here. She crosses it. It's booted down by number 15, Kylie Forbes. Over to number 3, Corey Martin. She passes up to work in the high side, trying to get something going in the early part of this game. Oh, good little kickback by number 3, Corey Martin.
Yeah, number 5 is staying on them really good, trying to get them. Kelsey Hamster. Oh, they almost intercepted it from them.
And this ball is sent up, and there's going to be a whistle on the play there, so they're going to bring it back for a free kick for the Hawks. So a little bit of a quick pace so far in this game. That's what we like to see, some exciting soccer action here on Solano College Sports Network. And this one's crossed towards the middle. The wind really knocked that ball down. It's booted away by Brittany Wheeler. Nice little header. Going to the corners. Kelsey Jansen in the corner. She's trying to find the cross. And it's footed away by number 21, Brittany Wheeler. Trouble here in the center of the box. Second chance. And it's going to be a foul called on the Hawks, so it's going to be a Solano ball. And that's going to be crucial for Solano today, is to really hold down the defense, not allowing a lot of shots, even though they have Hendershot. It's going to block everything back there.
Definitely. I think it could definitely come down to, the kicks, for penalties, because since they're so evenly skill set, whoever makes the most mistakes is really who's going to come down on, because if they get more free kicks,
And that's scooped up by number 1, Anna Brown, the goalkeeper today for the Hawks. And she just rolls it out to Corey Martin over on the far side. Seems like the Hawks like to play up on the far side. It seems to be their game plan so far, so maybe their stronger players are on that high side. Solano just trying to find a rhythm here, get control of the ball. Oh, it's a good ball from number 8, Brianna Asensio, and she just too far out of the reach of number 18, Kelsey Jansen. The Hawks are really just trying to get to the ball to Kelsey Jansen in the high side to get it into the corner, try to cause a cross. That seems to be their strategy so far.
Yeah, they've tried to pass it to her about 3 different times now, you know, but number 5 on our team, Kelsey Hamster, and I believe number 21, Brittany Wheeler, they're really doing a good job keeping her blocked off on that high side so they can't get the ball over to her.
Man, if you check out number 2, Jennifer Jessel for Solano, she's just all over the place. She's up. She's a very good midfielder. She went back and got that ball to get it out of the defensive zone.
Definitely. She's really fast, you know. She can definitely keep up with all their defenders.
And the ball rolls out. It's going to be Solano ball. Throw in right to Dessel. And she just couldn't get a foot on it. Now drops it back to her defense. Number 24, Kyla Williams. Boots it up. Going up, Sydney Schoberg trying to get it up to her, but the defense too strong from the Hawks. Coming low side, number 11, Selena Barbosa. Oh, good foot to get into the foot of the Solano defense. Coming up, Hawks stolen away by number 15, Kelsey Forbes.
Oh.
Just drops it back to Hendershot. Safe play there, trying to gain possession, get something working here. Coming in, she got to get it out quick.
Oh, she's got it down to the center line. Oh, but number 2, Vanessa Curtis, look at her. She's on the ball.
Vanessa Curtis drops it back. The Hawks trying to work the ball upfield, low side. Controlled by number 3, Desiree Lewis. Desiree sends it to the middle, right to the foot of Kate Burkhart for the Hawks, and Kate's going up the field. She's got a full head of steam, slowing down 3 defenders. Little juke there, and it just drops it to number 15, Kyla Forbes. And this could be trouble, folks. She's shot on, and it's just left. And it's going to be a goal kick. What a good attack by the Hawks right there. They're just swarming all over this Falcons defense and got the first shot of the game, but it just goes wide left.
Well, did you see all those crosses, too, back and forth between them? They were just cross, then another drop, and then a cross, and then a drop.
They're working the ball extremely well, and Solano needs to find an answer before the Hawks find one in the back of the net. So Hendershot to send it upfield. And she just trickles it down. Controlled on the high side by Solano. And they give that pass away. The Hawks have a good opportunity here. Coming up, a shot on net, and that is left of the goal. And the Hawks are just swarming right now. That was Allison Krebs with the shot off of her left foot. It really comes down to the possession battle right now, Alicia. And as you see, it's the Hawks just keep controlling possession. They're making good passes, and the Falcons just haven't really had possession of the ball too much.
No, every time it seems like the Falcons are getting possession, they keep getting the ball intercepted and stolen away from them, and just they're running with it all the way downfield.
And look at the Hawks here, just methodically passing the ball, finding the open lanes, working the high side, doing an excellent job in the early part of this game. Ooh, good little move to back it up. Drops it back to number 10, Erica Lim. Erica now with the ball. And a little bit of a bad pass, trying to get it to Vanessa Curtis. It throws it behind her. Vanessa stops it on the low side here, right underneath our broadcast booth. Controlled by Selena Barbosa. Barbosa looking for a cross, nothing there. Oh, good out to number 15, Kylie Forbes. Kylie, oh, good defense by Solano there. That is number 3, Desiree Lewis, to stop that methodical attack by the Hawks. Headed up. Solano trying to get possession here. And as Schoberg gets the ball up and nobody there, still trying to go get it. She may want to watch her hands. Headed down by Dessel. Erica moving the ball up. Right into the foot of Martin. Martin to Barbosa, back to Martin. Oh, good little foot move there. Trying to get it to number 8, Brianna Asensio. Over to number 5, Kelsey Hamster. She moves the ball up to number 7, Mia Horn. Oh, Mia had a good chance at it, but good defense by number 6, Allison Krebs, to get a foot on it and stop the Falcon attack. Hawks once again playing the possession game. Just little short passes, making the defense work on the Falcon side. But this wind is really going to play a factor today, as you saw the pass that would normally be a good pass, but the wind just knocked it down into the foot of the Solano Falcons. The Hawks working the ball well in the middle part of the field. Gets it over to number 9, Jenna
They're getting really close to that box, too. They're probably going to go for another shot soon. It's just looking like they're taking practice shots on the Falcons goalie right now.
Erica Lynn with the shot, and that's wide right. And now joining us in the broadcast booth, my partner, as always, Mr. Money Mike McLeod. Mike, how's it going today?
What's going on, Stosh? Hello, Alicia. It's a pleasure to work with both of you. This is my inaugural soccer broadcast. Haven't done that before. We did have a little experience over the summer, Stosh, but so far so good for the Solano Falcons here.
Yeah, we have a substitution coming in for the Falcons. Is Jasmine Corleone coming in. So a little bit of fresh legs coming in for the Falcons, as Cardinal must not like what he's seen so far from his defensive side of the ball, as the Hawks are just methodically. Oh, good ball out. Number 7, Mia Horns all over it. She puts a shot up, and just over the crossbar. It looked good. And Anna Brown, that was going to be a tough save for her.
It was, but, the wind is on her side for that, and it just took off and went sailing over the net. If there's no wind, I think that hits the back of the net.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to start shooting a lot lower. If they're going down there, the Lady Falcons, they're going to have to start shooting the ball lower and into the corners if they want any chance of making it.
Oh, this ball's in the corner. They're fighting for it. It was a good stop by Sydney Schoberg to get over there, and it's scooped up by Anna Brown, the Hawks goalie, for her first save of the game. And it's booted upfield. A little short kick, but it's moved up by the Hawks, just heading it around there. Just drops it back. They're going to drop it back to Hendershot to control possession. Hendershot gets it out of danger, right to Dessel, over her head. The Hawks regain possession in the midfield. The ball is just floating up everywhere. High kicks, headers all over the place. There's Martin with the ball again. Martin, good little deke move there. She's open on top of the box, passes it over, shot, and stopped by Danelle Hendershot. What a save.
That was close.
That was a crucial save by Danelle Hendershot because she just went right around everybody.
Yeah, definitely keep your eye on Corey Martin down there. Oh, I'm sorry, Kate Burkhart, number 4 for the Consumers River Hawks. She's just been taking the ball down the field by herself and a little one-time and give and goes to her teammates. So Falcons really need to come up with a better defensive strategy to slow down this onslaught of the Hawks offense.
Yeah, you could definitely tell the Hawks are doing a good job splitting up the Lady Falcons and just going right through their holes in the field and running on them.
Coming up the field is number 2, Vanessa Curtis. Curtis gets it to number 9, Jenna Marmola. Marmola puts a long shot on there, and the wind kept it away, and it's wide left. I really like the aggressiveness from this Hawks team. They're not afraid to put the shot on net.
They're taking long-range shots. They're getting all the way from all the corners inside the box. They're from the center of the box. They don't care where they're at. If they see any opening at all, they're going to go for that shot. And like I said, they're evenly matched, so they're going to try to take every chance they get. They aren't giving any. They're taking all.
Yeah, exactly right. Just throw the ball on net, see what happens. You may get a deflection, rebound right into the net. But with Danelle Hendershot, the rock back there, it's going to be a tough day for the Hawks to get one in. Controlled by the Hawks again at midfield, working the ball up in no man's land. And the Falcons just seem a little complacent there, trying to get to the ball.
Yeah, I was just about to make that point. It seems like Consumers River just is hungrier for the ball. They're going after the loose balls. They're running after it, trying to find possession, and you see that in just the amount that they're in the attacking zone.
Kylie Forbes with the ball now right at her feet, swarmed by 3 Falcons. Gets it to number 4, Burkhart. Burkhart flips it up to number 3, Corey Martin. Over on the high side, working it again. Back over to Martin. Martin couldn't quite handle it there, so she's going to drop it back to her defense to number 6, Krebs. Krebs moves up to Burkhart. On the high side now is Jansen. And it's going to be Falcon ball. So we're a little bit more than 10 minutes in the game, Mike. So what have you taken from the 10 minutes so far?
I noticed you had said earlier that Consumers River likes to push up that far side, their left side, and they're attacking a lot of these freshman defenders and forwards. That right side for the Solano offense is new, and you see that it's been successful so far. Nothing on the board to prove that, but they're definitely getting their chances.
Alicia, what do you like so far what the Solano's doing?
So far I like how they're staying sort of close together. They're keeping their triangle formation as they're moving down the field, so they have all their people open. They're keeping themselves with 2 options. So I really like that they're keeping their people open, but I think definitely they need to, when they're defending, they need to stay on the Hawks more because the Hawks are just so fast. And like you guys mentioned earlier, they're so hungry for the ball, and you can tell they're just going for it every chance they get, every shot. And so they really just need to be more on the Hawks and more on the ball.
And we have a substitution for the Falcons, and Jennifer Dessel's coming out for number 20, Jordan Lewis. Lewis, the freshman out of Aragon High School, so she gets her first college experience here today on opening day. It's a ball up from Hendershot and flicked up, and it's controlled by the Hawks again. And every loose ball you're seeing, like you said, Mike, they're just all over it. Stolen away by Jordan Hish. Hish trying to get it up to Lewis. Lewis just can't get to a good stop by Barbosa. Kelsey Forbes to Curtis. Curtis trying to get the ball up. And you see Jordan Hish having to run it down, making sure that the Hawk there is going to go down the line. So the Hawks controlling the ball on the near side here, looking to get across, trying to find something to try to find the back of the net. And it's just very well controlled by this Hawks team. And that just trickles out of bounds. It's going to stay a Hawk ball. Forbes to throw in. And it's hit. Oh, good opportunity here for a cross. And that is going to be a goal kick. I'm sorry, it's going to be a corner kick for the Hawks. So good scoring opportunity here for Consumnes River. They get a good cross. The wind is working with them as it is blowing across at our backs across the field. So if you check out the flags, you can see them howling right now.
Yeah, but it's also kind of going against them towards their goal. So you see it kind of drift towards the back of the box. It's going to be a lot harder to try to get that down. It'll give Danelle Hendershot some more time.
Shot coming in. It's booted up. Second chance opportunity. Good job by the Falcons to clear the danger there. Now they're trying to play the possession game, work the ball up to Soberg. Soberg coming up the line and just gets out of bounds there as she had Vanessa Curtis right on her heels. Good job by Curtis to not allow another attack from the Falcons. This one's dropped back. Oh, good fight. It comes up with it. That's number 8. Brianna Asensio. Asensio steals the ball away. She's at the corner box here. She's looking to cross. Sends it towards the middle. Nothing working there. And this one's booted out of bounds by number 20, Jordan Lewis. So Solano needs a regroup here. Hawks control the ball. Forbes towards center. It just goes under the foot of number 9, Jenna Marmola. And that could have been dangerous for the Falcons. And the Falcons catch a break there. What about this physical play from this Hawks team, Mike?
You know, just looking at the field, Consumnes River just looks bigger and badder than Solano. And it is, I don't know the correct word to use, but the Solano team has always prided itself on out-hustling and outworking the other team. That's one thing they've always been able to put their hat on. And so far, they've just been outworked and just out-muscled for every loose ball.
And it really comes into the conditioning part of the preseason. Sent up to Schoberg. Schoberg's got a good ball on the low side, trying to get it towards the middle. She has space. She shoots. Oh, off the crossbar and up and over. Good opportunity there. Good move by Schoberg to get around number 10, Erica Lim, to put a good shot on that.
Yeah, and Sydney Schoberg, I've known her since I was in maybe first grade. She's been playing soccer since as long as I've known her. She knows how to score the ball, and that one, you just got to chalk it up to the wind.
Yeah. What'd you take out of that, Alicia?
I think, she's doing really good. Like we said, though, the wind is going against them, so they definitely need to keep those shots down, And I think, who'd you say was on her heels? Williams? If she could have just maybe got a little ahead of her, I think that's what made her have to make such a quick, hasty kick, and why she kicked it so high instead of low.
It's a good battle for the ball in this midfield area.
Just look at the chemistry, though, that the Hawks have. They have such good chemistry passing that ball.
Yeah, they just know where everybody is at all times. They're clicking on all cylinders right now, really controlling the possession game, where most of the battle has been in the Solano's defensive side of the field. And if you want to win ball games and get something in the back of the net, you really need to push the offense more. If you watch this Hawks back line, when the ball is up, they are almost playing up at midfield, not allowing a good counter chance from this Falcons defense.
Counter chance?
Yeah. Sent back up. Oh, good ball. Sent up to Schoberg. Blocked away by Curtis. Schoberg puts a little bit on this. It's going to be a foot race to Mia Horn. Can she get there? And just trickles out of bounds.
And the wind just kept making it roll. That was not going to stop.
And I keep seeing Schoberg. She keeps stretching out her hamstrings there. So hopefully she's doing all right. She seems to be playing an excellent game so far today.
Yeah, most of the offense has been running through her. A lot of chances coming, and they run a 4-4-2, and obviously Sydney Schoberg and Mia Horn are the two forwards for this team. They almost run a 2-3-1-4.
And this ball is stopped short by the wind, controlled by Jordan Hish. Jordan trying to get the ball center, and it's stolen away by the Hawks. Oh, Hish there with a little jersey grab, didn't get called. Coming up is number 8. Marmola. I'm sorry, Asensio. And this ball is cleared away. And it's going to be Hawks ball. So it's going to be a throw in for the Hawks. Vanessa Curtis throws it in. And it just goes over the head of Marmola. And it's controlled by the Falcons. Well, here comes the Hawks. Top of the box. Show a little deke. Trying to get the shot out. Good job by the Falcons to get a foot on there. That was number 21, Brittany Wheeler. And this ball is booted away. And if Wheeler didn't come in there and get a foot on that, that could have easily found its way in the back of the net.
Wheeler's been doing a good job helping defend in that box once it's getting really close. I've noticed she's been sticking on it and playing a little farther back towards a hinder shot.
And she's the biggest body on this team. She needs to be the enforcer. She needs to be the defender that gets in the face of the forwards of Consumnes River and says, you're not going to get a free kick on us.
So Falcons looking to work up the high side. The pass just given away right into the foot of Kate Burkhart. Burkhart sends it up to Marmola. Marmola passes up to the high side to Jansen. Jansen sends in the cross, and that just floats away once again. Wind playing a factor, goes out of bounds for a goal kick. So it's great to be back in the booth with both of you two, especially your first time, Alicia. First broadcast of the sports year for us here at Solano College Sports Network. We'll be covering women's soccer, women's volleyball, and women's basketball and men's basketball later at the end of the semester. So a lot of big things coming up this year for our program.
Yeah, definitely big things popping, Stosh. And Alicia, how do you feel? This is obviously your first broadcast. You got the jitters out of the way by now?
Yeah, the jitters are pretty much out the way. To be honest with you, it's actually seems a lot like high school because I used to go to a lot of high school soccer games, and a lot of these girls like Hish and Lewis and also Hendershot and Amanda Hatzel are all from my school, and Hatzel, Lewis, and Hish were all in my graduating class, so yeah.
Good ball up here. The Falcons have something working. Hamister coming up the high side, and coming up on behind her is Martin. Martin gets there. Hamister in the corner. Gets around her, and it's going to be a corner kick, so good job by Hamister to work the ball low, to recognize she had two defenders on her heels and just work the goal kick, so good scoring opportunity here for the Solano Falcons.
Yeah, and coming from this opposite side, it's going to go toward the goal. It's going to be a lot closer unless they kick it from the opposite side, in which it's going to be kind of like a cut shot in golf, where it's going to try to cut into the wind and stay right on line.
And it looks like Sydney Schoberg is going to be taking the corner kick here for the Lady Falcons.
I have to assume that she's the strongest leg on this team.
She boots it in. Good cross. Oh, just booted away, and it just goes, and it's going to go into the corner. So Solano controls it in the corner, and she's just going to work it down, trying to get it.
Oh.
And it's going to stay Solano ball. They're going to quickly try to throw it in here, keep the momentum going. And it's going to be crossed in, shot, and it's scooped up by Anna Brown. Good idea by Desiree Lewis to cross it towards the middle, but the wind just knocked it down.
I think that's the best sustained chance Solano has had so far.
So maybe they got the pregame jitters out. You know, it is the first game of the season, so now it seems to be the Falcons starting to move the ball a little bit better.
And like I said, I didn't do these games last year. You obviously did, Stosh. There's a lot of fresh faces on this team. There's a lot of new names. And they might be sophomores, but they redshirted. And so there's a lot of new faces. They got to establish some confidence within themselves and within each other to really learn to trust themselves as a team and as individuals.
And this ball is just booted away, and that's going to go out of bounds. And speaking of freshmen, we have Lewis, Horn, Camarande, and yeah, that's it right now in the starting lineup for the Solano Falcons. And checking in right now for the Hawks is number 7, Marissa Lopez. She's going to be taking over for number 18. Kelsey Jansen, and Jansen was that threat on the high side, so maybe put some fresh legs. Give Jansen a little bit of a break here. She's been working a lot today. So Solano ball, trying to work the ball quickly. Oh, good pass up to number 20. Jordan Lewis. Lewis trying to get to Schoberg. Schoberg out in front. Oh, it's a turn to goalie, and good save by Anna Brown. She came out and slid half a second more. That would have been in the back of the net.
Schoberg thinks that she should have a hat trick right now. She has had her chances robbed from her.
Drops it back to Curtis. Curtis coming up the field, looking to pass. Passes it over to number 11, Barbosa. Barbosa controlling now. Over to 15. Forbes flips it up. And it's scooped up by the Falcons. Kicked it right back into the foot of a Hawk. And controlled by number 8, Asensio. And Asensio's fighting for it. She crosses it. Shot, miss. Second chance opportunity. Off the post. And booted away by the Falcons. Great defensive chance.
Bro. I don't know how much closer you can get without that being a goal.
Now you talk about shots robbed, right? They had a clink off the side and got another shot right close.
The post is Solano's best friend right now, and as you see, Martin just kicked the ball out of bounds because we have an injured player down on the field. It looks like number 8, Brianna Asensio. When she went down for that slide cross, she just comes up limping, so hopefully she's okay. She's coming up under her own power, so have a little break in the action. Let's do a little station identification. You're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Falcon sports.
I never get tired of that. That's always fun.
Yeah, this has been a very exciting soccer game so far today. Very quick paced, a lot of shots.
And you see Solano beginning to turn the tide. They've kind of come into their own. They've been adjusted to the field. They've been adjusted to the wind now for some time, and they're just, it's all starting to mesh so far, and you see that in getting passes through and getting chances on the goal.
Yeah, I've noticed you can hear the coaches down below yelling them that they need to, on both teams, that they need to control the ball more, and I think that's definitely because the wind, so it's good that they're listening, they're taking direction. I think this is definitely what's going to make it a much more intense game and make it take so long for either team to really score a point.
Oh, good little move there. Trying to get into the corner, crossover towards the middle. And then Solano comes up with the ball, trying to work in center. Schoberg, she shoots, and it goes in. No goal called, as there was a offsides call, I believe.
That's 4 goals. I'm keeping a running total.
It looks like maybe a little push off there. But what an excellent job by Schoberg to recognize and just spin and hit the post and let it go in. But goal does not count, so we're still tied up 0-0. Trying to one-time it. Solano just dumping it back right into the foot of Amanda Hatzel. And they just clear it up, and it's going to be Hawk ball. And like you said in pregame, Alicia, two very good teams, very evenly matched.
First of many
Yep.
Stosh mistakes.
Hey, it is
you'll hear throughout the semester.
It is the first broadcast. You know, we're just getting our feet wet again.
I know. But you had a week in Arizona, Stosh.
Yeah, I did have a week.
More,
that was a couple weeks ago, though.
But you're more warmed up than we are. That's what I'm trying to say.
So Hawks controlling the ball again. Trying to keep the ball on the ground. Ooh. Looked like Martin just put her behind in that one and knocked number 4, Jordan Hish, out of the way. Good ball down into the right corner. And it's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick, and that could have been dangerous.
Yeah, it seems like every time Consumnes River gets in the box, they get a good shot. Obviously, that time it went out, but that's the first time we've really seen a miscue on a pass like that.
So Hender's shot, just going to boot it away here. About 16 minutes left in the first half here. Still tied up 0-0. Right into the foot of Corey Martin, and Martin's going to let it roll away. Throws it in to Lim. Lim passes up to Lopez. Lopez fighting for the ball, and it's stolen away by the Falcons. Ball going up, good ball. It's going in right into the feet of number 3, Desiree Lewis. Lewis working the ball up, good little loop-de-loop pass. Ooh, good footwork by Lewis there. Stolen away by Schoberg. Schoberg looking to cross towards the middle, nobody there. Shot opportunity, knocked down, and it's going to be picked up by Anna Brown. Good opportunity there by the Falcons. I like to see their offense. They're starting to pick it up a bit.
Yeah, but you do see a couple of first-game jitters and wanting to be the star. I feel like number 3, Desiree Lewis, should have given that ball up before she had been double-teamed. She tried to dribble her way through it, lost the ball. Schoberg picked her up, which is what you want out of a teammate, but you know, she'll learn that in time.
Well, Lewis is a freshman out of Wilsey Wood, so this is their first college game. So like you said, the first game jitters here. Just trying to get a feel, you know, the college game's a little bit quicker than the high school game is.
Yeah, and I don't want to sound like I'm being down on the entire Solano team.
Oh, good ball
That's
going
just
up.
what I've noticed.
Schoberg, one defender to beat. She gets around her. Schoberg, 2 defenders coming in. She stops. Little deke move. She shoots and deflected away by number 6, Allison Krebs. And Schoberg.
One of those is going to find the net.
Schoberg is going into beast mode right now.
It has to.
She's putting her team on the back.
I'm telling you, that goal that's going to get made first is going to be by Schoberg.
It's going to be a travesty if Sydney Schoberg doesn't score a goal this year, or this game. Especially if she doesn't score a goal this year. That'll be a problem.
She's a woman possessed right now. And corner coming in. And it's a low cross, and nobody's going to get there, and the Hawks are just going to clear it away. Going back is Kyla Williams. Kyla Williams controlling the ball here. Has 2 defenders coming up, and it's stolen away by the Hawks, but recovered by number 18, Amanda Hatzel. Pushing the ball up to Mia Horn, and it gets deflected away. It's going to stay Falcons' ball. And checking in the game is going to be Darian Sir, the freshman out of Vanden High School, getting her first collegiate appearance. And it looks like she's coming in for number 7, Mia Horn. There's been a lot of running today for the Solano team, so it's important to keep fresh legs on. It's still only in the first half.
Well, you know, for like the first 10 minutes, they were stuck down here in the Solano box for most of the game, and now it's pretty good to see them down towards the Hawks box.
Yeah, you know, Solano's really settled into this game. Like I said, the first 5 minutes of the game is always crucial, and they survived the first 5 minutes. Now they set it into their ways, and the Hawks working the ball up the field right into the foot of Marissa Lopez. Lopez gives it up to number 12, Hannah Doutney. Doutney over in the corner. Kicks it back to Lopez. Lopez looking for help. Drops it back to number 3, Corey Martin. Martin, and good slide tackle by number 7, Mia Horn. I'm sorry, Mia Horn still in the game. It was Kelsey Hamister that came out of the game. So I had my numbers wrong there.
Didn't she get mad at you last year?
Yeah. It's Hamister, not Hamster. that ball's going to trickle out of bounds. And
I
it's,
had a hamster once.
and it's going to be Hawks ball. Oh, Mikey boy.
You missed me, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since we were in the booth together. Was it we did the NorCal Premier League back in June?
Yeah, that was the last one we did. But the last one for Solano we did was the softball playoffs.
Oh, well, that was fun to call.
Yeah.
They were one win away from heading to the World Series. Just fell short, but they had an outstanding season.
Yeah, we'll be bringing a lot more softball this year.
Ooh.
And that is definitely going to be a foul called there. It's going to be on Vanessa Curtis. There's no cards coming out. It was an accidental contact, and number 21, Brittany Wheeler, hit the ground hard.
Yeah, and she's big, so when she hits the ground, she hits the ground.
So Wheeler looking around, seeing where she wants to kick it. Wheeler sends it up. Oh, good contact.
That was a hard collide.
That does not look good, and she is down, and that was a very hard collision. She's rolling around there.
Hopefully she just had the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, and you never like to see anybody get hurt, but that was a really hard collision. We can hear it clearly from up here. So we're going to take a little break here. The girls will grab some water as we have a player down on the field.
But, Stosh, what have you seen so far in this game? I mean, I know it's been a lot back and forth, and recently Solano's had some success, but what's your take on it?
Well, Solano came out a little flat the first couple minutes of the game. The Hawks really took advantage of it, but they weathered the storm. They didn't allow a goal. Hendershot shot back there, and Solano's defense really playing stout defense back in the box, not allowing much. And, since then, they really settled in the game. They've been able to work the ball upfield, and they've had a couple good scoring opportunities. And what more to say about Sydney Schoberg? I mean, she's playing like a woman possessed right now. She is going to find the back of the net, but Solano's starting to click. Hopefully when they find one in the back of the net, I can see them start to click on all cylinders. Alicia?
I'm just, they're definitely finding their pace now. If you're watching them, they're running more in formation. They're keeping up. Before the high side, they weren't playing as strong as the side closest to us. So I think they're definitely, they're going to probably, from what I've seen, it looks like they're getting more passes, more switches and changes to each other, They're getting to the ball and not getting intercepted so much by the Hawks. So, I mean, I definitely think, for the Lady Falcons, it's going to be Schoberg that's going to make the ball. And then I think for the Hawks, it's probably going to be Martin that's going to end up kicking their first goal.
That was Erica Lim who went down on the injury there. It just seemed like she got the wind knocked out of her. She came up under her own power, so that's always great to see. So nothing too bad. So we're going to restart the game here. And so the game restarted here, and the ref's going to bring it back. It's a little drop ball there, and the Hawks control it, kind of like a jump ball in basketball or a face-off in hockey.
That's always fun.
And Hannah Dowdy coming up the field and stolen away by the Falcons, and it goes right back into the foot of Kate Burkhart. Burkhart trying to work it up the high side, right into the foot of Marissa Lopez. Lopez tries to send it middle, and nobody's there. And it's booted away by Desiree Lewis for the Falcons. And Schoberg with the ball.
1-on-3 this time.
Work it up. She gets around one defender. And they are going to call a whistle now. Offsides call. It was a late one.
Really? That's interesting. Didn't see that one, but
yeah.
I'll take the ref's word for it.
Yeah, they do have a better vantage point than we do. They know the game a little bit better than we do, as they probably call a lot of games, especially if reffing at the collegiate level. It's pretty impressive.
Definitely. And, soccer has really grown in America, in the United States recently, and I think it starts with the youth and at the youth and collegiate level. And you see that in the level of play that these girls are bringing on both sides.
Yeah, especially talking about growing the sport of soccer in America, especially the 2014 World Cup. The U.S. men's team played phenomenal. The group of death with Germany, Portugal, and Ghana. They beat Ghana, lost 1-0 to Germany, and tied Portugal. They should have won that game, but the late cross from Cristiano Ronaldo put the dagger in America's hearts, but they made it all the way to the take on Belgium and lost in extra time.
And, you know, I swore up and down to everybody that would listen that Chris Wondolowski was the correct person to put on the team, even though they cut Landon Donovan. That one's knocked out of bounds and it will remain Solano ball.
I agree with you too. The Chico native, the Chico grad, Chris Wondolowski, he misses it. Big game Wondolowski misses, but you know that was his first opportunity to play in the World Cup, so give him the benefit of the doubt.
I shut up after that. I couldn't defend him anymore.
Yeah, he'll be back. 2018, he'll be back.
Yeah, they need younger talent to continue the success that they built on.
So Falcons throwing in the ball. Just drops it right to number 20, Jordan Lewis. Drops it back to Lewis. Lewis to Lewis. Desiree.
You had fun with that one.
I did. Falcons are doing a better job passing the ball. And as I say that, they get the pass stolen away. Little broadcaster's jinx. And just misfoots that ball. It's rolling into the corner, and Schoberg chasing after it. And this one's going to be booted deep in Hawks territory. And we have two subs coming in, number 18, Kelsey Jansen, and number 14, Nicole Sanchez for the Consumnes River Hawks.
And out comes Jenna Momola, number 9, and number 12, Hannah Dowdy.
And this one's misplayed by the Hawks, so it's going to be Falcons ball with a little more than 6 minutes left to play here, not including stoppage time. Here in the first half, still tied 0-0. Solano would really like to find the back of the net right now and go into the half 1-0. And this one's booted up, stolen away by Lewis. Lewis looking for a good pass, gets it over, cut middle, good on top. Drops it back to Sir. Sir in the corner. Drops it to Kyla Williams. Williams up to Horn. Horn has a good opportunity, fighting for the ball. Two defenders on her. Good little deke move there. Centers it. Schoberg. Oh. And Schoberg is down. She gets up, though. Just a little shaken up on the play. She's all right. So Falcons still working the ball here, trying to work near side. Good turn by Desiree Lewis. Lewis in the corner going after it. Good stop. Centers it. Misplayed. And the Falcons just controlling the possession now, and that's what you need to see. And the Hawks with the counter now. Going up. And Brittany Wheeler is there. Drops it back to Hendershot. Hendershot sends it back up. Controlled by the Hawks at midfield.
Right now, the two teams, they just look like they're fighting so hard for ground, you know, either team to try to keep the ball on the other one's side.
Hawks send it down to the corner looking for a cross. And Wheeler is there again with another big defensive stop. But they can't quite clear the ball out all the way, and they drop it back to Corey Martin. Martin working it to the high side. Jansen in the corner. Jansen with the cross, and right into the hands of Danelle Hendershot with the save.
We got about 4 minutes left in this first half, plus stoppage time, obviously. And if either team can score a goal in this first half, it'll go a long way toward winning this game, because after they switch sides, they're going to have to get accustomed to the wind going the opposite direction. It's going to take maybe 10 to 15 minutes to get accustomed to the new shots that they'll have to put on goal.
And, stolen by the Falcons. Working it. Shot, floated, and over. Good idea with the wind working towards your favor. Nothing really going there, because this game very much might come down to one goal. Decided by one goal. And Jennifer Dessels checking back into the game.
For Sydney Schoberg.
Yep.
And she's been kind of slow since she got knocked down, or she slid a couple of minutes ago. So
we saw her stretching early part of the game, so maybe she has a cramp or something.
You know, she was stretching, and she might have been hit in that hamstring.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, good stop by Wheeler. Just puts her shoulder into it. Dessel coming in and making an impact by stopping that ball. Drops it back to Jordan Lewis. Lewis kicks it up. Mia Horn right behind the ball there. Horn controls the ball, 2 defenders on her. She gets through 2, fighting for it, and there's definitely a push off there by Vanessa Curtis, as it seemed that Horn was getting squeezed right there.
Yeah, one of those tricks of the trade that sometimes you get away with, but it's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, these refs are really calling a tight game today, not allowing either side to get a lot of ground.
And it is the first game. They have to establish the fact that they can't get away from these things with these things, because if you let them do it early, later in the season, they might think that they'll be able to do it again.
Cross coming in, and it's a good one. And no shot. I believe there was a push off, so it's going to go in favor of the Hawks. Over to Martin, pushes it up to Burkhart. Burkhart looking around, trying to send his center right into the foot of Lopez. Lopez controlling. And it's stopped by number 24, Kyla Williams. But she gives it away. Good defense by Jordan Lewis for the Falcons. Hawks have something working here, trying to send it middle. And nobody's there. And it's booted away. Good stop by number 18, Amanda Hatzel. Oh, stolen away by Kyla Williams, and then there's a foul called. It's going to be in favor of the Falcons for the free kick.
What is this now? 2 foul calls, right, that they've called on the Hawks for the Falcons?
We are under 2 minutes. We're approaching stoppage time. Careful. Don't.
The pitch is a little slippery. Kind of looks like new Levi Stadium. Very slippery ground.
You know, you're almost afraid that earthquake was going to do something to the new stadium.
Hey, weather the storm, right?
Yep.
With $1.2 billion and better. So the Hawks trying to push the tempo a little more, trying to find one in the back of the net before the half ends with under 2 minutes to play now. We are in stoppage time. Centered. Oh, good header. Headed away by the Solano defense. That was number 2, Jennifer Dessel. Another cross towards the middle. Could be dangerous. Headed away by Jordan Lewis. And, yep, there's going to be another foul call. So free kick for the Falcons. The Hawks are really taking advantage of the counterattacks, as Solano seems to be a little slow to get back on defense, but their back line's holding very well.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with how Brittany Wheeler has played today. Also, number 20, Jordan Lewis, she's been back there holding it down. I really like how this back line is defending within the box.
You know, so far, just watching this game, this is a whole different team than it was last year. Last year, you know, they'll go down, and first couple minutes they allow a goal, but it was just a rebuilding year, a little struggle. But this year, it seems we got a pretty good squad on our hands.
Yeah, we'll see if they'll be able to score goals, but so far they haven't allowed any, and it's a lot easier to test that barometer than the offensive one.
Oh, and no handball call. That's surprising.
I know.
Hit right at her forehead.
If the hand is within the body, it's not a handball.
Okay.
I found that out.
So the Hawks working the near side here. Just popped right up. Right back into the foot of the Hawks. Jordan Hish chasing. Stopped by Jasmine Calderon. Oh, it's chipped up. This could be dangerous. Hannah Dowdy. But once again, Wheeler is there for the save, and we have called her name numerous times today.
Definitely.
And that is the half. The score is 0-0, and what an exciting half it has been. Alicia, your takes from the first half.
My first takes, at first I definitely was worried because, you know, the ball just kept going down towards the Falcons box, but then eventually they did, you know, tighten up as a team and really find their chemistry and make it back down their way towards the goal box. And I think it was Schoberg. She went for like, what, 4 or 5 attempts at that goal?
I believe it was 5.
Yeah, she went for 5, you know, so I was like, dang, I was waiting for her to get that goal, but she didn't get it. And, you know, the Hawks, they stayed playing strong, but eventually, I don't know what would be the right word, but they started to get really, you know, aggressive, and I think that's why they got so many fouls called on them.
Yeah, I think they may have gotten frustrated that they had so much success getting into the box without any return on their investment. But honestly, I'm looking forward to that continued matchup between Jenna Momola and Brittany Wheeler. That's been a key matchup that I've been paying attention to all of the first half. And also we need to see if Schoberg starts the second half. She did go down. She was taken out for Jenny Dessel. So we'll just see how that plays into the second half of the game.
That's a good recap, guys. So we're still tied 0-0 going into the half. You're tuned into Solano College Sports Network. We'll be back with the second half action after this. Welcome back, folks, for some exciting second half action here inside the Falcons Nest, where we had a great soccer game between the Lady Falcons and the Consumnes River Hawks. I'm Stosh Samoyed in the booth with me, Alicia Arabia, and Money Mike McLeod. What you guys expected from this second half?
You know, there's going to be some adjustment period. The wind is still howling up here, and it's going the opposite direction for both of these teams. So you look for a little bit of a feeling out period once again in this second half.
And, you know, I'm just really excited. They were both getting so hungry for the ball towards the last part of the half, you know, and I'm really excited to see how this is going to play out, who's going to score the first goal.
And here we go. Back underway. Solano with the possession now. Now they're working the near side. Number 14, Darian Sir, gets pushed out of bounds by Kate Burkhart, and it's going to be hawk ball. Quickly thrown in by Corey Marin.
And I noticed that Sydney Schoberg does not start this second half for the Lady Falcons.
So hopefully she's okay. I'm sure they're probably saving her for a later part. Ooh, good little hip check from number 14, Darian Sir, to take down number 4, Kate Burkhart. And Burkhart's been a strong player for this Hawks team today. She comes up limping just a little bit.
A little warning. So number 14, Darian Sir, the freshman.
Yeah, Sir coming in, her first collegiate game. She's coming in with a little bit of fire under her belly.
That's good. Hopefully that spark ignites and she takes off throughout our season.
And Corey Martin is a sophomore. Maybe she was pushing around a little bit, saying, "You're the freshman, I'm the sophomore." And so Darian said, "No, I'm not going to let you do whatever you want."
Across the middle, and it's booted back towards midfield. It's a good job by Solano by pushing the ball out of their zone. You know, early part of this game, the Hawks really demanded the possession, and then the Falcons took over in the second part of that first half. So it's been a back-and-forth games on both sides. And like we've been saying, one goal could decide this match.
Yeah, Alicia's been saying who's going to score the first goal, who's going to score the first goal. It might be who scores the only goal.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think about that when I first said it. You know, I was just waiting for them to take off out the gates. Like, I'm so excited for both teams, you know?
It's exciting to get the season underway. Always the first ones, usually what everybody's most excited for, and then maybe the last 2 or 3 when there's a playoff race. Teams tend to get up for each other.
Oh, and Jennifer Dessel takes a hard hit. It rolls out of bounds. No foul called.
I'm going to look for a lot of veteran leadership from Jenny Dessel this year. She's a sophomore. She was really a big part of the team last year as well. And look for her to maybe coach and mentor some of these freshmen, get them groomed.
And it looks like we have a new goalie for the Solano Falcons, Anna Castro, the freshman out of Armio High School. Your alma mater, Mike.
Yeah, and Armio's women's soccer team was always crucial, blew out opponents all the time, won the not the Bay Valley Conference, the MEL championship in at least 2012 when I went there. I don't know how they did last year, but
Armio always has a strong program, formerly coached by Pete Zophi. Pete and Kim Zophi now taking over the reins. It's Brad Brzezinski. So they've had a lot of great soccer coaches that coach over at Armio High School.
Yeah, Brad Brzezinski, I know him well. I was in leadership. He was a leadership teacher as well.
Yep.
And so he's a cool guy. He expects a lot, but knows how to get the best out of his players.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know, I actually went to the Giants A's game with him not too long ago.
Was he still fat?
Yeah.
There's Chubby B
and
there's
shot
Skinny
on
B.
net, and it just gets muffed. second chance opportunity,
Oh.
and it's bumped up. Its ball is free in the box. And what a save by Anna Castro. Getting her first collegiate save right there. And what a big one that was.
Oh, I know. She had 3 attackers on her all at one time.
How's that for your first dose of soccer?
And it's kind of like baseball. First time in, the ball's going to find you.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you get subbed in,
Yep.
or as soon as you start the game, it's your first game. First one's coming right at you, 120 miles an hour.
So the Hawks slowing down the ball a little bit, just trying to regroup. 4-minute attack here. Passed up to Allison Krebs. Krebs to the middle. 2 Falcons all over number 18, Kelsey Jansen. I'm sorry, that was number 15, Kylie Forbes. Solano with the possession, a little give and go. One more pass up. They got something working here. And it's number 3, Desiree Lewis playing up in the forward position now. And this ball is spun, and Jansen just can't get to it, so it's going to stay Falcon ball. Darian Sir to do the throw in for the Lady Falcons. Stolen away by the Hawks, but right back into possession for the Falcons. Good job by Darian Sir. A little bit out of the reach of Dessel, and it's stolen away by number 15, Kylie Forbes. Oh, and Mia Horn just slipped there. The Hawks work at the near side now. They really like to work this near side. As we saw them work the high side before, so their left side, like you said, Mike, is their strong side. And they clear out, just not far enough as the Hawks regain possession, working it down to the low corner. Jansen with the ball, trying to get the cross. Nothing working there. Here comes Wheeler. Cross to the middle, and saved by Anna Castro. And Castro, 2 saves so far in the early part of this second half, and 2 big saves as still 0-0.
This is a good performance for her first appearance out here as a goalkeeper.
And Selena Barbosa is checking into the game for number 8, Brianna Asensio.
Asensio might be on a little bit of a minutes cap since she took that tumble in the first half.
Oh, they're not allowing the sub just yet. So
No, she had an earring in.
Aha.
You're not allowed any jewelry on the field.
Yeah, you never want to have earrings, especially earrings, you know. Say a hand goes up, gets caught, rips it out of the earlobe. That's just not pretty.
It can cut you. It can cut the person who hits it, especially when you're using your head to bat the ball. And
always dangerous.
They have all this hair out here, too, to catch those earrings. And you don't want to rip your own ears, too. So.
Oh, good spin move by Desiree Lewis to keep the possession.
And, I bagged on her earlier in the first half for that. But
Mia Horn coming up. Little backwards pass. Desiree trying to get to it. She's keeping with it, and it's going to be a corner kick. So good opportunity for the Falcons here to get one in the back of the net.
Yeah, and like I said, I was bagging on Desiree for what she was doing in the first half when she had almost the same situation, but she has shut me up because she obviously can handle herself.
A little short kick. That reminds me of the German national team. That's something they use. Corner coming in. Ooh, good cross from Desiree Lewis, and Desiree starting to step it up in the second half. Wheeler and Lewis going back. Castro's going to let it roll up. Castro picks it up. She fires this one right into the foot of Lewis. Lewis boots it up. Little over the head of number 24, Kyla Williams. And Mia Horn controlling possession. And Horn just gets taken out by number 4, Kate Burkhart. And that was a hard foul. I'm surprised I didn't see a card there.
Yeah, the refs definitely letting them play. Tell them, don't do that. Don't do it again. I'm not going to give you a card this time. It is the first game of the year, so maybe you don't know better yet.
Yeah, but Burkhart's had a couple of those today. She's playing really physical, just sticks her foot out in the way and not allowing anything.
Yeah, but there is an attempt on the ball, so it's not
True.
worthy of a card.
not malicious.
Mhm.
True, but she has been rolling out of those good. You know, I've been worried that she's going to get hurt because that's like her 3rd time being down, but she just rolls right out of them.
On good counterattack by the Hawks, setting the ball up. They have number 7, Marissa Lopez, on the high side. Marissa gets to it. She sets up, trying for the cross. She crosses it, and good block by number 10.
Number 18.
Number 18. I'm
Hatzel.
sorry, Hatzel. It's hard to see the numbers that far away. I think I need some glasses. Can I borrow yours, Mike?
No, because then I won't see.
It's
It'll
okay.
just be blurs.
I got
just
mine in my backpack for you.
White and blue. That's all I'll see. And maybe some pink.
Yeah, especially a lot of these cleats. They got some flashy cleats out here. And the corner coming in. And it's a good one, but it's going to curve over the crossbar, so it's going to be a goal kick for Anna Castro. And that's one thing that's fun to watch about soccer, all the interesting soccer cleats they have on.
Yeah.
One of my favorite guy to watch just for his cleats is Cristiano Ronaldo, because you know he's not that good of a player.
He's
just good for his cleats.
I mean, he's pretty good.
Nah.
Not for Portugal, obviously. Normally, he's all right.
So controlled by Lewis.
Lewis has 2 different cleats on. She has a purple and then a green.
Maybe
That's
it's
like a
good
pinkish
luck.
purple.
Oh, magenta.
Magenta, yes. Learned that in my art class. The
An
color
art
wheel.
class?
I took an art class.
Sophisticated.
Oh, shot on net, and Castro scoops it up. So that's their 3rd save of the ball game.
That is Consumnes River's 8th shot on goal compared to Solano's 3. And something tells me, Stars, if you only get 3 shots on goal the entire game, probably not going to win the game.
Hey, it doesn't matter how many shots you have on it. All that matters is how many find the back of the net.
A law of averages, Stosh.
I've seen a lot of games where the one team is only taking 1 shot, and that's a shot that mattered. Oh, Kelsey Jansen trying to get around number 14, Darian Sir, but Darian playing stiff defense. Sir throws it in, and it's booted up by the Hawks. But Wheeler is there. Wheeler drops it down to Lewis. But she has Marmola coming straight on her heels, and Castro with another big save just boots this one away. And
That was a
Castro,
lazy kick by Lewis. You can't be doing that at this level because Mamola has been a ball hawk so far today, and she almost got to that one too.
You know, the Hawks thrive on those opportunities right there. You leave the ball out, you kind of jog into it, they're going to come scorching and steal the ball right underneath you. They're hustling for those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, definitely.
So Corey Marin to throw in. Gets it in, so good opportunity here. Marin setting up. Marin sends it middle. And nobody there, just skies over everybody. This one's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick.
And it looked like Mamola either lost her footing or something because she went to jump up and kind of fell on the ground.
Yeah, we've seen this pitch has been pretty slick today, even though, you know, it's pretty dry. We're in a drought here in California, as you see a lot of brown spots out here on the grass, but you got to give a lot of credit to the groundskeepers because this is a beautiful field for being in a drought.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, soccer is one of those games that it's a privilege to play on grass, but if you need to, you can play just about anywhere.
Yeah, a lot of third world countries, they get a bunch of bags, wrap it up, and they play in the streets wherever they can play. Good ball to Mia Horn. Mia Horn trying to get around it, but swatted away by Erica Lim. Horn still going after it. Horn get the possession again. She's going to drop it back to Sir. Sir toward the middle. To Calderon. Shot, and it's going to be way left. Almost hits the camera guy over there.
He was really going to get that close-up shot.
And we have sub coming in, and number 10, Sydney Schoberg, checking into the game.
Coming in for Mia Horn, number 7.
Yeah, Horn did a great job filling in for Schoberg right there. You know, she gave it her all right there, so Horn deserves a little bit of break. Schoberg shaking up in the first half, so we'll see if she's all right, as she had a lot of good opportunities in the first half.
And there is a little bit of cloud cover now, so maybe they won't lose the ball so much in the sun. I don't know if that may have been a factor earlier in the game or not, but definitely won't be a factor now. I can definitely see the field a lot better.
Stolen away by the Falcons. Lazy pass, but right back into the foot of Corey Marin. And the Falcons have something working here.
Careful.
Watch out behind you. And stolen away by the Hawks. by number 15, Kylie Forbes. And Forbes has been all over the field today. Lewis just boots it upfield. Schoberg with the ball now. One time trying to get to Williams. And Williams can't get to it, so Martin, not Marin.
I was like, we're playing Marin today?
Corey Martin boots it out of bounds.
We will see Marin at some point this season.
Yes, we will, as they are in the BBC.
The Marin Mariners, my favorite team name in all of sports.
I'd have to say the Napa Valley Storm is one of my favorites.
Really? I like the Mariners because it makes me think of marinara sauce for pizza.
I just don't like the Mariners. That's
Pizza's my favorite food, so.
There you go.
Man, you're making me hungry. Can somebody call Domino's, please?
No. It's
Domino's by my house now.
Where's your address, Mike?
Don't worry about it. You know where I live.
So fighting for possession here. Falcons continue their possession. Trying to get up to Schoberg. Schoberg has a chance, but is scooped up by Anna Brown for another save.
You just get the feeling that every time the ball even comes near Sydney Schoberg that there's a chance that it might go in.
I know she was probably resting those legs, ready to come out, kicking even harder this time.
Headed in. Stolen away by Jenna Marmola. Oh, good defense by Solano, but once again in no man's land, so the Hawks get a second chance, and Wheeler just gets a foot on it. Solano trying to get the ball back, and the Hawks just...
Battle of the Birds.
Battle of the Birds.
I know, the fighting birds out there on the field.
Who's going to win the nest?
Which angry birds will come out victorious?
I'm so mad at both of you.
Oh, it is Friday, Mike. Friday of Labor Day weekend. It's finally here, 3-day weekend. Don't have school Monday, so I know everybody's happy.
I'm happy. I'm going to Southern California this weekend.
Well, aren't you lucky?
I'll be at Collins Lake.
Both of you guys are lucky. I have 4 fantasy drafts this weekend.
Hey, I have a fantasy draft this weekend too, but I'll be in Irvine doing it.
My league's for quite a bit of money, so I can't afford not to be present. Hawks controlling possession. Stolen away by Desiree Lewis. Good job. Schober going up to it. Can't get a foot on it. Oh, gets juked there. Ball going up deep in the corner to number 7, Marissa Lopez. One person to beat. Tries to center it. This could be trouble, and scooped up by Anna Castro.
Anna Castro, she is really on that ball. She is not going to let nothing get by her today.
She's playing very aggressive back in the box, coming out of her net and scooping up the loose balls. And once again, there's Kate Burkhart giving it up to Jenston. Jenston centers. A little bit too far, and Lopez chasing it down, trying to keep it inbounds to continue their possession. And it's just booted away by Amanda Hatzel. Nicole Sanchez checking in for the Consumers River Hawks. So a little under a half hour to play here in the second half of this ladies soccer action. Opening day here inside the Falcons' nest. And booted away. Not quite clear too far. Shot coming in. It's a hard one. And just misses by a couple of inches. Castro read that well. She didn't put a hand on it for a goal kick.
Yeah, I guess when you've been a goalkeeper long enough, you know what's going to hit the goal and what's not going to hit the goal. I don't think there's a shot that Anna Castro hasn't seen during her time playing soccer.
Yeah, you know, once again, Army High School, great program. A lot of good goalies have coming out of that program, and she's representing for you, Mike.
Not the only one on the squad. Jenny Dessel, also from Armio. Jasmine Calderon, she's a freshman, so I'd Didn't really see her play too much.
Brittany Wheeler.
Brittany Wheeler, I know.
Yeah, looking down, nobody's from my alma mater, Rodriguez High School. That's surprising.
They all think they're too good for Solano. They're all at Napa Valley.
Yeah. Good opportunity one time. Hatzel.
Ooh.
Nothing's called. Hawks ball. Trying to center. Dessel boots it up to herself and kicks it out of the danger zone.
Danger zone.
No, Mike, this isn't Top Gun. Even though that was one of the greatest movies ever.
Look at Martin. She was waiting for that.
Martin has been the rock to this defense for the Hawks team. She's been all over the place. She's playing upfield. She's playing backfield. She's having herself a pretty good game. Shot coming in. It's lofted way right.
And, you know, I had mentioned at the beginning of this half that there was going to be a little bit of a feeling out period, about 15 minutes. Well, we have about 25 minutes left, 26 minutes left. And so that period's over, and they're just attacking now.
You know, once it gets closer to under 10 minutes to play, you really start seeing the scramble. Right now, they're just not allowing the mistakes. They're playing very cautious, but under 10 minutes, you're going to see the game open up, a lot of big runs, and try to find the back of the net because neither team wants to tie.
Yeah, you don't want to open up a season with a tie. Better than losing, but you want to get those 3 points.
It's like kissing your sister. You know, nobody likes a tie.
You know, you say that a lot.
It's an old saying.
I know.
I've never
I'm just
heard
concerned
that.
for your
Well,
sister.
you're a little bit younger than our generation, so.
Your generation.
Yeah, I know.
I'm only a year older than her.
I know, I'm old. Thanks for rubbing it in, Mike.
No, I'm just concerned for your sister, is all I'm saying.
I don't have a sister, so.
Okay, good.
I don't have a brother either.
We should
sorry.
be happy for him having no siblings in that case.
Oh, good pass from Martin up to Burkhart. And Burkhart's all alone, cutting towards the middle. Good opportunity here. She keeps controlling it to the center. Shot. And this one's going to be an easy save for Castro. She scoops that one up.
Yeah, didn't get a lot of foot on that one. Maybe just missed it a little bit. Didn't get any air on it.
But at least they are trying to shoot low now, because before, I know when the Falcons were going that way, they kept hitting the crossbar, you know, and at least the Hawks are trying to keep it down so they'll have a better shot at trying to make that goal.
The Hawks working back up the high side now. But I've really seen this Falcons defense really starting to tighten up.
Well, they've been good all game, and they're just getting better.
Well, I should say their midfield play, because they're not allowing it deep into their own zone. They're really taking the battle at the midfield and not trying to battle so far back in their defensive zone. Little lob pass up. And Hatzel is there. Hatzel just trying to work this ball up, kicks it out of bounds, let her defense get a breather. So this game just keeps ticking away, and there really hasn't been one big opportunity yet so far in the second half for either team.
No, definitely not. There really hasn't been much of opportunities either way this entire game. There was one that went off the post in the first half for Consumnes River, and one that went off the crossbar. It's craft beer. One that went off the crossbar for Solano, but really that's been the main two chances, one for each team in this game.
This game's going to be decided by one mistake or one really good opportunity.
You can just tell they're so well matched, you know.
Fighting for the ball. And the Hawks stay with it, and that is number 2, Vanessa Curtis. Vanessa Curtis is a very physical player out there today, as we have seen all game. This could be an opportunity for the Hawks here. They get it to the low, high side, trying to cross it to the middle. Nobody's there, and they just flip this one up and out of bounds, so it's going to be a Hawk corner.
You know, we should get chairs up here.
That's what I was thinking. My feet are hurting.
Yeah, we're up here high, up in the broadcast booth, up in the tower, and we got to stand up for most of the game, actually all of the game.
Yeah, no, I haven't sat down yet.
Hey, I don't mind as long as my calves come out looking like the soccer players at the end of the game. I'll stand for all of them. I just gotta work on that tan now.
I don't.
I'll bring you rub-on tan too.
And the corner coming in. And the wind just knocked this header towards the net. And Castro is there for another save.
Castro's just got a nose for the ball.
Yeah.
She knows where it's going to be.
Big, strong throw, trying to get it upfield quickly to Dessel. Dessel just keeps staying with it, but the Hawks get it away. Here's a mistake right there. Gets into the foot of Schoberg. Schoberg going for Hurton Curtis, and that is going to be a foul on Curtis. I was just mentioning she's a very physical player and just burrows Schoberg.
Yeah, and that's not the first time I've seen her take Schoberg down, and Schoberg's no punk.
No.
She can hold her own. When I used to play soccer when I was like 7, because I feel like every person plays soccer at some point in their lives, including myself. I always took it personal whenever somebody knocked me out of the way or pushed me to the ground, and I didn't care about anything else.
Ball floating out the middle of the box here. Shot, and it's scooped up by Anna Brown. That was a good opportunity for the Falcons there, but not enough foot on the ball, as it was an easy save for Brown. The counterattack now by the Hawks, moving the ball up quickly. Working that high side. 1 and go. Crossing towards the center. Right into the foot of Kate Burkhart. And Dessel picks it up. Jordan Hish boots it away, but it's picked up by Curtis. Curtis sets. She kicks. And Brittany Wheeler is there. And Wheeler's just going to boot this one out of bounds, do the safe play now. And we have a substitution coming in for Casumas River. It's number 20, Esperanza Romo. I got the name right the first time.
Yeah.
Must be getting better at this.
No. You will never get better at this stuff. Even a blind squirrel finds nuts sometimes.
Hey. Can I make an ice cream sundae with that nut?
No.
No.
You need more nuts.
So the Hawks working the high side. Working the center now. They're just dropping it back, looking for an open lane. The Falcons not giving up any room. Now they have a counterattack here. Flipped up to Schoberg. Schoberg has one lady to beat, and she gets it all alone with the goalie. She shoots, but a whistle has been blown. And I'm not quite sure what the whistle is.
I didn't see nothing, but I'm sure we're about to find out.
And they're calling the free kick, and it's going to be the whistle on Schoberg.
It's number 6.
Oh, she is
voicing
her opinion to the ref right now. She's not too happy about that one. Oh, it goes right over the head of Kyla Williams. Overplayed it. Kyla has to get back. Good opportunity for the Hawks to counter right now. Got the ball at the top of the box. Drifting in, one time up. And Solano controls it. Good job by Kelsey Hamister. Hamister working the ball up. Trying to get it to Desiree Lewis. Desiree working the ball up now. Oh, Desiree trying to cut inside, and Romo just does a great job by keeping the ball away from her. Oh, good little move by number 8, Brianna Ascendio. And that's booted away by Jordan Lewis. So as we get later in the game, you start to see the game starting to open up a little more. They're taking those long risks, and here we go, Schoberg again. She has one lady to her left, one coming up on the backside. Schoberg trying to work middle, and is blocked away by Erica Lim. And they're going to drop this one in, and it's going to be Falcon ball deep in the right corner. So it's going to be interesting to see here what the Falcons can do with this great opportunity. Throw in. Hamister with the ball.
It's offsides again.
Wow. Just a bit offsides or what?
Just barely, it must have. Nobody marked Schoberg, and she just stayed too far deep.
And they boot this one downfield. And it's controlled up in the air, right at the top of the Falcons box. And Hawks are just sitting on the ball, looking for a good opportunity, trying to work the ball up. Oh, good job by number 18, Amanda Hatzel, to come up and disrupt that pass. Don't give away anything too easy. They're really bringing their defenders up high towards the midfield. More of an offensive attack design.
And also, it doesn't allow Consumnes River's attackers to get too deep.
Yeah, Consumnes, they haven't really shown they have that one speedster that's going to burn you, so it allows them to play up. They're, like you said, more of a physical team they're pretty quick, but not that super speedy fast, as you can see.
I'm not sure, to your point, they might not be the fastest people on the field, but we have seen some great footwork to get through and slice through defenders. It just hasn't resulted in anything.
Very
points.
agile.
Yeah.
Very quick and agile, not that super speed.
Yeah.
Oh. Dessel with the ball now. And Dessel just gets booted off that ball. Gets a little hip check from the Hawks. And what if you were allowed to play soccer like hockey?
Oh, my gosh.
There wouldn't be any bodies left by the end of the game.
I don't think so.
Heck no.
You need a lot more padding.
Arming them with cleats, that's just asking for trouble.
I mean, it's not like they aren't wearing blades on their feet in hockey.
True, but on hockey, if you try to stand on one blade and kick somebody with the other one, there's a good chance you're going
Okay,
down.
here's a question for you. Who is the only hockey player to take his skate off and try to stab a guy?
Ooh, I don't know.
Happy Gilmore.
I thought that was going to be an actual.
I know, me too. I was like,
Checking in for Solano is number 7, Mia Horn, and number 14, Darian Sir. And coming in for Consumnes is number 9, Jenna Marmola, and number 4, Kate Burkhardt. So this should be the last substitutions as we're closing in. We're under 15 minutes now to play. Still tied 0-0. The Hawks get the ball here. Good counterattack. And they just slow it down. Oh, and this one's booted up. Schoberg, once again, can she get to it? She got a foot on it, but was bumped away by number 10, Erica Lim. Oh, and a yellow card is going to be given to Schoberg.
I don't know about that one. I think she might have just fallen because we've seen Jenny Dussel slip in that same exact spot.
yeah.
I don't know if that's necessary.
Oh, and they're sending her off right now.
I mean, she probably is really frustrated with all those goals she's been trying to shoot, and once you get so frustrated, it's going to cause you to play more, I don't want to say sloppy, but, you're not paying as much close attention to detail.
Well, she voiced her opinion earlier on that one call, so maybe that got, put her on the ref's radar. I mean, we've seen a lot more worse hits today coming from the other side of the ball, and they didn't get the yellow card, so I think it's just because she voiced her opinion, kind of put her on the radar. They sent her off, but she's back on now. And she does not look too happy right now.
No, I wouldn't be either.
Well, hopefully she channels that frustration into something good for her team,
Yeah, because her and Curtis have been really going at it all game long, and Curtis has gotten away with a couple calls.
I think it's interesting because they're both number 10, so it's 10 on 10.
It might as well be 1-on-1. I don't think the rest of this team matters as soon as Schoberg gets the ball.
Ball coming up. Horn couldn't control it, so right into the foot of the Hawks defender. The Hawks trying to center it. But Williams is there. Williams pushing it up quickly. Right to Mia Horn. Horn's got the ball. Horn through the legs to the 5-0. Schoberg trying to find number 5, Kelsey Hamister. Almost gets one. This one's knocked away. Short. Right out of the box. So Hamister's over there. The goalie's out of the net. If she could turn quickly and center this could be an opportunity. They're fighting. And that one stays in bounds just barely. Good
That's
defense.
a missed opportunity. Hamister took too long. They had the goalie out of position.
Horn with the ball now. Just, And that was a very physical attack.
I'm not entirely sure what happened.
I don't know.
It seemed to me that number 15, Kylie Forbes, kind of slapped her in the face there. So Horn started to go down, and she goes, hey, if I'm going down, you're going down with me.
And grabbed her arm and pulled her to the ground.
I think it was a little bit of a, what we call a soccer flop there.
I don't know if it was a flop so much as just, I need you to be on the ground now.
Man, This game is starting to get pretty chippy down there. That's the type of game we like to see. So Williams. Misplayed by Dessel. Goes right into the foot. Corleone to Lewis. Lewis looking, working the ball up now. And she has Sir trying to track this ball down.
I mean, look at both teams, though. They've picked up the pace with their running, though, and their passing, too. They're passing a lot faster, you know, except for I did notice that the Lady Falcons are hesitating a lot more on making those goal shots.
They're trying to be a little too fine with their passing. Instead of just playing with what you got, they're trying to force those opportunities and trying to do too much. Just you got to let the game come to you and capitalize on those opportunities.
I think that's what the Hawks were doing earlier when they were just looked like they were taking practice shots on the Lady Falcons goals.
And Castro scoops this ball up as it was not that good of a cross.
And this is the lineup that Solano has had the most success with in this game.
Right to Horn.
With Mia Horn and Sydney Schoberg on the field at the same time.
And that's going to be Solano ball, and I think if the ref didn't call that one, there'd be a lot of unhappy fans. And that will be an SCSN not top 10 plays right there, folks. Uh-oh, we got a player down on the field. Slow to get up.
The fans are getting vocal.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I saw them pointing and yelling from across the thing. I was like, whoa.
I think this is the loudest I've ever heard these Solano fans ever be at a soccer game. So it's nice to see we got a
sellout crowd.
Sellout crowd today, folks. A total of 50 people.
I think that's more than the combined total last year. No, I'm just kidding. The fans of Solano soccer are pretty good. They're pretty loyal.
Actually, we got 63 people. I just counted it.
Are you Rain Man?
Yeah.
All right.
Counted by twos, bro. Plus one.
I was like, I get 63.
Oh, at least you said plus one. I was thinking a half. I was like, wait a minute, in twos? Cut it in half?
You want to check my math there?
Nope. No, I'm good. I don't feel like counting that many. Did you count the photographer? He's 64.
Oh, it's a good opportunity for the Hawks here. Nobody. They throw it to the corner. Nobody there. And it's going to be an offsides call there. Great job by that back line to recognize it and pull up at the last second and draw the offsides call, because the Hawks definitely had a great opportunity there. We are under 10 minutes to play here in the home opener for these Lady Falcons, still tied 0-0, and you really see the intensity start to turn up.
I feel the intensity in your voice, Dosh.
I'm getting excited right now, Mike.
I mean, this is the most intense part of a soccer game. This is the important part.
You know, this has been a good game all around, both sides of the ball. Good passing, good, you know, a couple really good shots, and very physical game. A little chippy. My type of soccer.
You just want to hurt people's stuff.
No, I'm a nice guy. Only when we're playing
Debatable,
football. Only
yeah.
when we're playing football. And that's going to stay Solano ball.
Substitution.
Coming in is number 3, Desiree Lewis. She's going to replace Sydney Schoberg. So Schoberg coming out to catch a little break. And yes, that was a handball if I've ever seen one.
Have you ever seen one?
No.
Okay. Well, just now you did. So you're lying to me now.
Well, the only handballs I used to see when I was back in Pee Wee soccer, I just get mad using my feet, so I'd pick it up and try to run it like a football. So free kick here, about 35 yards out of the net. And she just skies this one way right. Misputs that one.
Yeah. Puts her hands up, my bad.
And another sub coming in for the Hawks. It's going to be number 18, Kelsey Jansen. You know, both these teams very well coached. We have the head coach for the Hawks, Cesar Palencia, Leo Rojas, and Rich Morehouse. And for the Solano Falcons, we have Jeff Cardinal, Sissy Diamore, and Joe Keller. So very good coaching staffs on both ends. Oh, and Horn trying to get to it, and she caused a disruption to slow down the attack, and the Falcons are starting to swarm, folks. Williams. Oh, good move by Williams. Gets it up to Colleron, and this ball is booted away.
Foot race.
And Martin's going to be on the ball. Gets it up to Jensen. Jensen looking to send it up, but good job by Jasmine to get back on the ball. And here's Martin again, pushing the defense up, trying to center it. Ooh.
That hurt.
And that goes way.
She doesn't even feel it.
No.
Her adrenaline's pumping. There's 6.5 minutes left. She doesn't care. It could hit her in the forehead.
They've lost those first game jitters for sure.
Jay almost died just now.
You know what? We got to give a good shout out to all our camera people today. We got Jay, Chelsea.
It's the first
Kareem,
broadcast for almost everybody here.
Zach and Vinny down on the left camera. You know, they're doing an excellent job. So, and of course, Alicia here doing a great job on our very first broadcast ever.
Thank you, thank you.
First of many to come.
Definitely. Just wait, you'll see me on E! Channel.
E-News, you can tell me what's happening with the Kardashians then?
Oh my gosh, trust me, by the time I get there, there'll be old news, okay?
Well, see, I don't keep up with the Kardashians. So.
I hate you. You brought them up just for that joke.
Yeah, exactly. I had that in my joke book. You know, wrote it down.
Write it down, yeah. Just pull it out whenever we need something.
Yep, just for you.
Stash's comedy relief.
dun, dun, dun.
Golden.
I thought that was
Horn
the
with
same.
the ball now. Horn hits the corner. She's turning on the Jets. Trying to cut back. Oh, a little tug and a pull there. Yep, the ref saw that one.
Yeah, Horn's been getting a little chippy.
Hey, that's smart soccer, though. You know, if you can get away with it, go ahead and do it.
She didn't get away with it, though. So
No, she got away with it a couple times today.
True. Very true.
They're making me so excited for them watching the game. Like, they're just getting so intense now.
Oh, sent back right into the foot of Jordan Lewis. Lewis gives it to Jasmine. Jasmine looking for help. Back to Lewis. Lewis sends it over to Williams. Williams taking it up herself. She sends it up, trying to find Horn, and Horn gets booted off the ball. And there's two Falcons on the ball here in the corner. Cross towards the middle. And no foul called there.
Oh,
And I don't know about that one.
Desiree Lewis.
And Desiree is down, and that is not good to see.
But meanwhile, the Hawks have the ball, pushing it up the middle.
Desiree's back up. She's good to go. And that's scooped up by Castro, so another save. She's been an anchor back there in the second half. Very good showing by the young freshman out of Armiel High School. She just boots this one up. We're under 4 minutes to play now.
You know, I definitely think from here, Castro can only get better, you know, so she'll have a long run with the Falcons.
Oh, good job by Williams to recognize that and just be a ball hawk and just send it upfield. An excellent job.
But to your point, Alicia, you wonder if maybe this is a sign of things to come, or if they're going to do a by committee situation, have Hendershot in the first half, Castro in the second half, or maybe Castro takes the starting job away and just is the starting goalkeeper.
Hey, but you know what? Hendershot last year was the one big standout of the Solano Lady Falcon team. I mean,
didn't she have like under a goal average?
Yeah, she did. And she just couldn't get any goal support the last year. But, you know, it's really good to see, as Castro has to be your backup, I'm pretty happy about that, too, if I'm Coach Cardinal. But Hendershot is the proven veteran, so I wouldn't expect to see her starting role being taken away from her.
No,
yeah, I don't expect it either, but
I just think it'll definitely be
good pass. Finds her. Lewis fighting for the ball. And there's Martin again. Martin just kind of sends it out. Lazy pass. Foot race. Jasmine trying to get to it. Jasmine puts a foot on it.
You were trying to say something, Alicia.
Yep, I'm sorry.
I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, no, I remember. I was going to say that I think Castro, you know, I think it'll just be good to have her there as a relief, definitely for Hendershot, you know, because Hendershot's a necessity with how hard she played last season. So I think it'll be good to know that you have two strong goalies in case something happens, you know?
Yeah, Hendershot really was the only goalie on the roster, I believe, last year.
Oh, stolen away by the Falcons. Good opportunity here. Send it down to the corner. And And she just gets bumped off the ball and is cleared towards the center. All alone is Jenny Dressel. Dressel trying to lob it up, just misplays it there. And this one's going to be booted out of bounds.
We're under 2 minutes.
So now we're playing for the whistle. Solano really needs to find the back of the net right here to send the home fans home happy.
Telling you, both these teams in crunch time now.
The Hawks trying to make one last push here, and they have numbers coming up. Kate Burkhart with the ball. Kate shoots and saved. Uh-oh, trickled away, and Castro comes up with it. That could have been dangerous, but Castro, quick on the ball, makes the save. And they really need to push the ball now, the Falcons do. Misplayed right into the foot of Desiree Lewis, and Desiree fighting for it. She has 2 Hawks all over, still fighting for it. Getting some help, and it's jumped back to Martin. And Martin's going to push it up the near side here. Right in the foot of Jensen, and Williams is all over her.
Well, I just found out a little tidbit of information from our executive producer, Greg Poff, that
Shot! Whoa! And that was a close one. The Falcons catch a break. And we have 1 minute of stoppage time added. I'm sorry.
1 minute of stoppage time. No, feel free to interrupt me anytime there's a shot like that. But apparently, Coach Cardinal is suspended.
Really?
For 6 games. And, well, this one and 5 more. And it was because of the stats. If they didn't have stats uploaded to the internet, to their site, then you were suspended for 6 games of next year.
Wow.
Yeah.
He didn't update stats.
It was a new system, and a lot of coaches got suspended, so I hear.
Wow.
Uh-oh, this could be trouble, and Castro makes the save. And that could be a game-saving save right there as we are in stoppage time. And
she is clutching that ball.
You know her heart's pounding.
Oh, yeah. My heart's pounding. I'm up here.
One last chance here for the Falcons. And I think it's been over a minute now, so this could be the last attack here for the Hawks. Play on, advantage for the Hawks. Martin coming in. Martin all by herself. She shoots, and it's saved by Anna Castro.
They just got to get past half field or midfield, and I believe that game will be over.
And that's the ball game, folks, and this game ends in a 0-0 tie. And what a great, exciting game that was. Nothing found the back of the net, but the goaltender's really showing off the leather today. Alicia, what did you take from your first game today?
You know, it was so exciting. It started off, you know, looking not so good for the Lady Falcons, and they really picked up the pace. You know, both teams really started going fast, and then the Lady Hawks had such good chemistry. I just saw both teams really played their heart out today.
Yeah, and we saw flashes of brilliance from both Jenna Mamola and Sydney Schoberg on both sides of the ball. But really, I was saying, if Schoberg didn't get a goal, they weren't going to score a goal, because most of the main offense for Solano was to cast it out and have Schoberg run to it, and she got the yellow card, had to come out. But, you know, all in all, great showing from both Danelle Hendershot and the freshman Anna Castro. Good confidence builder for all of the players on both teams. It should be a great rest of the season for both of these teams, and they both get a point.
Hey, exactly. They both get a point. It's a good way to start the season, especially the down season Solano had last year. They have a lot to build on, a lot of good momentum to take out of this game. This is a good, young, fun, exciting team to watch. Anna Castro, great standout for your Lady Falcons.
And, you know, really, even with the down year they had, they still finished third in the Bay Valley Conference. So if they can build on what they had last year and have some more success scoring the ball, then I wouldn't be surprised if this team goes to the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, so both these teams. Another stand I want to talk about is Corey Martin from this Consumers Hawks team. I mean, she was on the pitch the whole game almost.
Yeah.
And she was all over the place. She was a defensive anchor. There was many times the balls were in the corner, and she just disrupted those plays. I mean, these two teams very evenly matched. I can see both these teams meeting up in the playoffs.
Definitely. They'll be great to watch. You know, I can't wait to see them if they do make it to the playoffs and play each other. I really want to see, you know, for starters again, Corey Martin, Sydney Schoberg, and Mia Horn, and Brianna Asenio out there on the field. You know, they make it such a great game to watch.
All right, so that was it for today's game. Thanks for tuning into the Solano College Sports Network. I'm Stash Moida with my partners, Alicia Arabia and Mike McLeod. From all of us here at SCSN, thank you for watching.